One of the most compelling questions we can ask ourselves is this: how do we go from the morning of life to the afternoon of life? I'm Dr. Valerie Valencia, founder of Stellar Research, and I spent my morning of life in dark laser labs just like this one, measuring objective scientific phenomena to build my reputation as a laser physicist. The morning of life is all about me, me, me. Eventually, I transitioned into the afternoon of my life, where it's all about being of service, sharing our gifts with the world. I started teaching yoga and observed my students having these amazing body-mind-spirit transformations that we couldn't measure with our analytical tools. I wondered, what if we could objectively measure these subjective experiences, make the intangible tangible, measure how experiences change lives? If we could do this, then providers of value-add products and services could prove they deliver what they promise. Customers would appreciate the value they received, and fair payment could be happily exchanged between them, because nobody likes to feel like they're being ripped off. So how can we measure how experiences change lives? I was inspired by some biometrics research I did at Authenticorp, a company I founded in 2000 and ran for 10 years. We measured how a person's fingerprints and iris patterns might change over time. Ding, 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 ding. Let's apply measuring changes over time, or longitudinal testing, to the subjective human experience. We'll define the changes we expect a person to experience, craft a quiz people take both before and after using a product or service, and then measure the before-after changes. And voila! We'll call it value mapping. There are tools that measure customer satisfaction and loyalty, but value mapping doesn't measure these things, it measures effectiveness. So we're like next-gen Net Promoter Score, or Consumer Reports meets SurveyMonkey, on steroids. So who will pay us to value map? Every single company that wants to stop losing customers and start making more money by measuring, proving, and improving the value they provide. So we were really surprised when we couldn't find any value mapping software. That's when we realized we were onto something. So I burned the midnight oil, taught myself to develop web apps, and built a scrappy pilot platform to test our idea. And we also patented our idea. In fact, we just got word 4 years later that the patent office is now reviewing our application. So we're super excited about that. Value mapping helps companies make informed decisions that save time and make money, and they've had no way to get this information until now. These results compelled one of our clients, the Phoenix Better Business Bureau, to improve how they communicate with their clients. We've implemented value maps for several other companies and have been in revenue since 2013, and we've learned a lot about what's important to our clients, what works, and what doesn't. As a result, our software co-founder, Leslie Nielsen, has developed our new enterprise SaaS platform, and our marketing co-founder, Megan Miller, identified corporate training as our initial target market. We solve a huge problem for corporations. They don't really know if their training provides a return on investment. So we value map employees before training and again after, and the employer immediately knows if it was effective or not. Corporations spent over $70 billion on training in 2015. Value mapping can impact this growing market by preventing wasted time, money, and employee hours on ineffective programs. We're looking for investment to help us validate product market fit and scale our marketing and sales. Once we've penetrated corporate training, we'll migrate to other value-add markets. Our SaaS profit margin is about 80%, and we have massive growth potential. But it's not all about the money. Today's millennials have an afternoon of life attitude. They're transparent, socially conscious, and value-driven. Yes, they want to make money, but more importantly, they want to make a difference. And that's why I'm here, and maybe you as well. Please join us and support us on this value mapping journey into the afternoon of life. Thank you.